collaborating with Whitney, we have an opportunity to expand our modern and contemporary programme into a suite of beautiful galleries just steps away from our main location at Fifth Avenue. This is a masterpiece of mid-century architecture, and we're going to be reactivating it with a new curatorial spirit and reweaving it in new ways into the cultural fabric of New York City. In deciding to title the building the Met Breuer, we're choosing to pay homage to architect Marcel Breuer, whose vision and artistry led the creation of one of the most iconic and influential works of modernist architecture in New York. It's been a privilege to occupy this space, and especially to have the time between the departure of the Whitney and our own opening today, when we've been able to really explore the building and do our part to recapture its beauty as a work of architecture, as a great sculpture in its own right. And I do encourage you, as you're looking at the exhibitions today, to also take a fresh look at the building. Working with architects via Bell, I think we've really brought it back to the purity and beauty it had when it first opened in 1966. We've cleaned the concrete, we've scraped out the chewing gum from the holes in the walls. We've removed the unnecessary wires, the detritus that inevitably builds up in any building over a period of time. As I said, we've treated the building as a work of art in conservation, honouring the original design intent, respecting the patina of its own history. It's in this context of this revitalised architectural icon that Met is now setting out to mount a programme of modern and contemporary art that both complements and engages with the deep narratives of our global holdings. The programme is rooted in rigorous scholarship. It explores themes stretching across time, geography, and multiple art forms. It'll provide new points of entry for our audiences to engage with the art of the 20th and 21st centuries. And at the same time, I think it will provide new points of entry for audience to engage with our historical collections.
I think you're all aware by now that the Met represents 5,000 years of art across the globe. My team and I have the responsibility to take account of just 116 of those years, a mere blip in the continuum of time. Yet, unlike any other museum of modern and contemporary art that covers the scope of those 116 years from 1900 to 2016, our approach to modern art is somewhat different because we're in a unique position to go beyond those traditional conventions. We can tell stories that whose sources reach far beyond the 1900 boundary, back to any point within the huge span of 5 millennia of art represented by the Met's historic collections. And in addition, by continuing to embrace but also look well beyond Western canon across many geographies, it is our responsibility at the Met Breuer to both disrupt and expand histories as told through the art of our time. From the Renaissance to the present, from Titian to Cézanne, from de Kooning to Louis Bourgeois, Unfinished explores a key question for artists over the past 550 years, namely, when is a work of art complete? Co-curated by my terrific colleagues here, Kelly Brown and Andrea Baer, along with Nicholas Cullen, who's not able to be with us this morning, but will be around later on. The exhibition comprises works that are truly unfinished, halted by accident, interruption, or even death, yet were collected and treasured throughout time, alongside other masterpieces in which the aesthetic of non-finito, the seemingly unfinished, is the animated concept in art that continues right now, right today.
But at a certain point, just coming to the museum to see what other people do in those spaces is unacceptable. And for an artist, like if anybody who wants to be a part of this club doesn't also want to be in those institutions and be a part of that history, then I don't know what their ambition leads them to do. And so for me, it had always been my ambition to be in among the works that I came to the museum to look. Because it's places like the Met, places like the LA County Art Museum, which is the very first art museum I ever went to. It's museums like the Louvre, it's museums like the National Gallery in London. It's all those museums that we go to see those iconic works of art that we want to be a part of. And so the circumstances just didn't fall into place at about the time that my survey retrospective was being put together, and the opportunity to show with the Met became a part of the things that we could choose from. And I can't even say enough how meaningful it is for me to finally get a chance to be in the